Now you are all downstairs, all four of you. Arturos, Jylliana, Wynn, and Kimalia haloed. She is eating soup and looking very guilty as she stuffs bread soaked with this soup that looks back at you into her mouth.
Nothing to feel guilty about.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, how you doing, kid? That was kind of an intense interrogation up there.
That was rough.
She tries to answer through the food, nearly spills soup everywhere, stops, swallows, wipes her mouth and says, I'm fine, that was nothing, really. That was gentle.
I'm guessing you've had worse from Varengar?
Yeah, kinda.
That's a cool red flag.
Look, earlier you offered to take me with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can leave, but also I don't know if there's anything for me here. And she just kind of trails off.
Well...
As I said, and which I'm sure Artie and Jill will agree, if you just want to hop a ride with us for wherever we go next...
The next place we're going is a really big city, from what I understand, called Sharn. It's in a different sphere. It's also seems to be an active spaceport, so you could hop a ride to somewhere else.
We can give you some money to do that if you want. Or if you want to hop a ride here, we can give you money for that.
If you want to stay local, we might be able to offer you a couple of places on Easheim if you want to lay low for a while.
I can drop you off with the rest of your family if you'd like.
You can go hang out with the Petruses. If you need some spiritual help, Stormhaven is pretty close to there, about half a day's walk, and that's where my temple is too, so you've got a couple of places that you might be able to hole up.
But how will I support myself? I've never been able to work before.
You don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to support yourself.
If you stay on the ship with us, you can support yourself by relaxing and healing up a little bit, and then I can show you how to do some chores, and you can entertain me or you can be my audience while I listen to music and help me figure out some new music. How's that sound?
If you want to cook or something, Finn could probably teach you a few things, when he's not, a little testy about people being in his kitchen.
If you go back to Eastheim and want to stay with the rest of your family, the ones that have adopted you now, my mom can teach you how to cook, my father can teach you how to farm, you can just kind of stay in my old room if you'd like.
Kim looks really conflicted.
We are not asking for anything in return here, and I know that's a lot to take in for you.
But if you want some time to think about it, you can take that.
And then there's also piracy, but...
That's a lot. That's a little intense for you right now, I think.
Yeah. Unless you like being drunk all day.
One by one. Rio, odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay. Annie, odds or evens?
Evens.
And Mac, odds or evens?
Odds.
Okie dokie. So, with one matching roll out of that was just basically a coin flip that you all contributed to. A bit more interesting than just a yes or no. Kim says, I don't want to leave the sphere. Can I stay in the sphere?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Thanks. Sure, I don't have anywhere else to go. If your family has food and won't hurt me, then I'll go with them.
Sounds good. Jill, could you contact my mother and let her know I'm bringing home an adopted daughter for her?
Yeah, tell you what, let's start work on that
Okay.
once we get back to the ship and tell the captain we need to make a pit stop before
Sounds
we
good.
leave the sphere.
I will try and figure out how to phrase it.
Yeah.
All right. So for now, if you guys want, you can just have Kim return back to the ship for now.
Yeah.
And hang out while you guys do the rest of the things you want to do in town.
I don't really have anything else I want to do. I'm just going to go with her.
I mean, Artie waves. I have a whole night. I'll meet you back at the ship in the morning.
Okay,
Try
see you
not
later.
to get more levels of exhaustion, my dude.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, you guys.
Yeah, he has the whole day.
Actually, Annie, do you want to take? Do you want Jill to take Artie with her for the errands?
No, not for that.
Okay, cool.
But Artie, can I meet you back at the ship like around? How much time do you need for like a breather? Like you want to you want to stretch your legs in the middle of that?
Artie, I will actually say you might want to consider using now to take a long rest.
I mean, I was planning on napping. I figured his shift either started or ended. I don't know.
Well, you didn't get a long rest last night, so you do have you did narrowly avoid taking a level of exhaustion.
No, that's what he's saying to Joe. He's like, I don't know. I probably was gonna take a nap or something. Why? When do you need me?
I don't know, like a couple hours. Like, I don't know, noonish.
He tries to math, and you can see in his face that he can't right now.
Yeah, okay. I believe in you. It's 8 and 12. I believe in you. You can do the math. I'm gonna sit here and wait for you to do it.
Oh, that's a really short nap. Okay, we'll take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Arturos, head to your sheet and take a short rest.
I definitely know how to do this.
There's a button on your character sheet, my dude.
I know!
Up at the top, there's your name, and then there's hit dice, and then there's the button.
Oh, there it is.
Well, I have a few errands to go run right now.
All right.
Wynn rather quickly writes something down and then hands Jill a note and says, that should work.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you want me to take care of this right now, or a little closer to when we leave?
If you could do it right now, just so I can kind of fill her in on my family if Mom agrees.
Yeah, sure. Wait, and she looks over now. Do you need to give her, like, an ETA or anything?
Do you mind if we do that tomorrow, since it's like a day's travel anyway?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Then Jill will just sort of, like, she'll kind of zone out a little in terms of her expression, do whatever sort of gesture is usually her thing for, casting Ascending, and she will say, Mom went through Jill, adopted half-elf as sister, she's brainwashed by cult, doesn't know kindness. Okay if she stays in my old room, love you.
Annie, sorry to spring this on you, but you play Wynn's mum. So how would she
you're
respond
right.
emphatically with positive response?
Okay. If I'm Wynn's mom and I'm Midwestern as hell and I'm also a mom and we're doing sendings, it's gonna be, oh, of course, dear. Oh, we'll do up the old room. Oh, let me know if she has any food allergies. We'll get her something fed. What's her size? And then there's a whole bunch of heart emojis.
And also just like, it ends on an ellipsis somehow that's like 5 dots too long.
Yes, they are all of those sentences end in ellipses.
Yes, wonderful.
Yeah.
I also do like the idea that she gets so excited she goes a couple of words over the limit, and that comes across in the sending as a whole bunch of ellipses.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You get emphatic positivity in your response.
Jill blinks, taken aback almost by the message, turns to Wynn, and she's like, yeah, she's in. Does she always use 3 dots at the end of every sentence?
Oh, every letter is exactly like that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't really know how to just put a period.
Also, like, heart sign?
Yeah, that's all. She uses a lot of weird, like, little pictures that she always draws at the end of letters.
Oh,
It's
okay,
constant.
that explains why she indicated a value less than 3. Okay.
Yes.
And then colon parentheses?
That's a smile face.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Sometimes
God.
she likes to add in like random abbreviations like TTYLSWAK, things like that.
This just in. E-Time invented emoticons, emoji, and internet speak.
Don't forget the
Yes.
hot yoga.
Technically, sealed with a kiss is a letter thing.
Oh my god. Oh, I love you guys so much.
That's just how powerful Wynn's mom is.
Yes.
I love you guys so fucking much.
Wynn says, good luck with errands, Artie. Have a fun nap and then fucking. I'm gonna go with Kim.
Okay.
Nap and then fucking. Artie goes to the bar to the bartender. Yeah, no. This is his scene. Hold on. Artie now goes to the bartender, the half-orc woman, or the orc woman. He's like, I want a room, and do you need a break? Waggles eyebrows.
Am I not meeting Artie in the ship in 4 hours?
Yeah. That's 4 hours from now.
Okay.
She looks at you, Arturos,
Uh-huh.
holds up her hand. There is a wedding ring on it.
So is that the maybe?
Buy a room or get out.
Alright, fine. He does buy a room, though. He did plan on that.
Alright, cool. You can buy a room. Knock a 2 silver off your sheet.
Okay.
Alright, and you have that for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Maybe that's not technically how inns go, but whatever, it's just easy to work out that way. You'll have it till you leave, basically.
Yep.
Cool. And do you go nap there?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Alright, and you've taken your short rest on your sheet. Wonderful. Okay. Jill.
Jill is gonna head back towards the purple shop.
Yes, the purple shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way across, through the docks, through New Meridian, and up to the market square. Now, the purple stall is there again, and I am very sorry, I actually gave an incomplete description of Red last time I was there. The little kobold woman.
Mm-hmm.
Red's kobold features aren't spiky and draconic. They're not like Finn. I mean, she's clearly a kobold, but her scales are actually smooth, and her tail is rather fat, and her fingers have these kind of pads on the end. She rather resembles a bright red gecko.
Nice.
She's got little ridges on where her eyes stick out of her head, like little. They look almost like eyelashes, except they are, your red gecko eye ridges.
So you're telling me she's adorable?
I'm telling you, she's adorable.
Hell yeah.
And also menacing because she has her vest with her brace of pistols.
Nice.
And, alright, so when you approach the stall, she is seen to a customer, and she hands over a package to them over the counter, and you see, she actually, one way she gives the package is she is holding it, but she's not holding underneath it, she's holding on top of it as she deposits it into their hand.
Oh, does she have sticky hands?
She is a gecko.
Nice.
Climbing speed, baby. So as soon as you round the side of the stall, she's like, hello! I'm very sorry, it's been a busy day, I've already forgotten your name, but thank you so much for that delivery from the for your captain.
Oh, yeah, it's Jylliana.
Jylliana!
Yeah.
In case you've forgotten, my name is Red, and welcome to the Purple Emporium.
Yeah, I remember. It's kind of hard to forget.
She winks at you, and well, she would wink at you. She does
close one eyelid.
She turns her head like she would be winking at you, except her tongue comes out and licks her eye.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Hell yeah!
In that way that geckos do. And she says, I'm very sorry, that's the closest I can do to a wink. What can I do for you?
That's fine. Look, I know we, bought a whole shit ton of magic items from you earlier.
You did?
But, there's actually a couple more things I want to add to the list. One of them I know for sure. The other one I just kind of gotta check and see if you've got something like that. But I know I definitely need, one of those anti-scrying medallions.
I can do that for you. Let me check the book. And she grabs the big book that's on the front of the stall and turns around and says, Amulet of Protection against something, blah, blah, blah. All right. And she puts a finger on a entry and says, I can do that for you for 2,500 GP, or I can do a very special bonus, and if you buy 2, I'll knock 750 gold off the price.
2 medallions?
Yes, anti-scrying medallions.
You know what? That's probably worth investing in. There's a guy I know who probably doesn't know that he can be scryed on, and he probably shouldn't be scryed on. So, you know.
Clarifying, are you talking about Arturos?
No, I'm talking about Max.
Okay, cool. Yeah, wonderful. So, she says, wonderful. That is 5,000 gold minus 750. Wait, did I say 250 or 750? I think
you knocked off 750.
Yeah, that makes sense. That will be that for your medallions.
Okay.
Before I go in the back and get your objects, is there anything else you'd like?
Yeah, actually. I don't know if this is something you would have, but I'm just going to describe it to you, and you tell me if you've got something that might work.
Okay, hit me.
She will give her the gist of the item that we have talked about, Anna.
Yeah, sure.
I guess both of them.
She says, oh, yes, I have 2 things, which will cover both halves of what you're after. That is fine.
And does she point them out to me in the book?
What she does is indeed point them out in the book. And she says, you want just one of each of those things?
Yeah, I think that would be good. And then, maybe by the time we get to vote on and help you guys set up that second shop, maybe we might need something else.
Sure. Well, that will be 350 gold total.
Done.
And what she does is she goes in the back and she brings you out 2 amulets and then the other 2 items for you.
Awesome. Thanks again. I really appreciate this. This is going to be really useful stuff.
Not a problem. And go ahead and knock what's 4250 plus 350 off your sheet. That's 4,600.
Okay. My sheet doesn't have our current money total, so I'll just make a note of that and we'll fix that later.
Yep, that's fine.
I think the money total's on mine. Which is, what did you just spend?
4,600 is the total.
Easy peasy.
God, you still have
so much money.
Awesome, thank you.
So much money. So you can knock off 460 plat. That's probably the easiest way to do it.
I'm doing the gold, baby.
Okay. Wynn's still carrying
done.
Still carrying over 36,000 gold and 3,600 plat. You guys have so much fucking money.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Yeah, well, you wanted the magic item, so fight me. Well, you already did. Anyway.
Okay, so
moving right along.
Jylliana will say thanks. All right, I guess we'll touch base again.
Red will give you a cheery wave and lick her eyes again. Because Gecko.
Wild. Okay, then she'll head back to the Kestrel. That was the only errand I really needed to run around town, I think.
So, do you in fact want to meet Arturos around midday, or do you want to wait till evening to deal with that?
No, we can just zip ahead to that.
Okay. The only other thing I'll say is, basically today is punctuated by Lachlan dragging Veli and Hurst with him, carrying a lot of carts around.
Yeah.
Just running a lot of stock onto the ship. But yeah, aside from that, you two can go ahead and have that conversation if you wish.
Okay.
So, Arturos, after your nap, do you head back to the Kestrel to meet Jill at the appointed time?
I mean, he does wait around to see if anyone slips into his room or not, but he will make it in time.
Not this early in the morning, no.
One can only hope.
One can dream. Okay, so there you are.
Alright, what are we doing?
Okay, I actually have something for you. Mm-hmm. Come on, meet me down in the... Car's in my room. Is your room busy?
Well, I'm guessing no, since Mr. Hurst is out and,
yeah, Finn's finning about.
Finn is prepping so that we can do the phlogiston and, not burn up.
Let's head in there then, if that's cool.
Okay. They head into Artie's room, and it's more sparkly than the last time you were in there.
Jylliana's momentarily, she throws her hands up, yeah! Oh, you've added some accent lights, huh?
It needs to shine.
Clearly. Okay. So, alright, so first off, I should apologize for being kind of short with you earlier about Varengar-related things. I was kind of stressed out at the time, but I didn't have to take that out on you, so I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other thing is, I've been doing some thinking, and she kind of like tilts her head at him. I'm gonna say something, and I need you to confirm it for me. Triton's in your sphere, what was it, tide space? What was the, no, not tide space, what's your sphere?
I'll be honest. Hey, Rio doesn't remember.
It's flood space.
It's flood space.
Okay, so Tritons in flood space never actually developed a written form of language, did they? Like, you guys never developed, like, graphite or, like, any kind of, magic inks or anything.
Do I have to? Do I have to?
I'm just asking a question. They never developed a written language, did they? It's not that you don't read, it's you can't read at all because it's not something you've ever learned, is it?
I don't like reading because it's all on shells. You know how much shells fucking suck to read out of?
You guys never, like, I don't know, volcanic fired, like, clay tablets or anything?
No!
You guys never developed, like, a cuneiform?
No, it's all fucking shells!
It's all shells?
It's all
Not even,
shells!
like, stone? You don't carve on stone?
It's fucking shells!
Okay.
They grow these special clams so that they can have nice flat shells, and then it's all fucking shells! I don't want to read that.
Okay. Okay, well, here's the thing. I am worried about you not reading. I'm worried about you not being able to read Common or write Common because things are starting to get more dangerous and we might not always be in the same team together. You might not always have somebody who can read something for you. You might get lost and not be able to read street signs, or you might have some bullshit criminal try to get you to sign a contract that you can't read. And I'm worried about that potential, and I also need you to start taking notes, because Varengar is a big deal, the cult is a big deal, and I need you to be able to keep up on that. And I wouldn't be so worried if your memory was a lot sharper, but it's not, and I'm sorry. But I need you to start working a little more on that. I mean, and the thing is that, like, Common as a second language is not a huge thing. You've got a lot of friends on this ship who have learned Common as a second language, or they've picked up multiple languages, and we'd all be willing to pitch in and help you out with that. And I actually she pulls out a book, and it is a book that is listed Common as a second language, and she holds it out to him, and she says, "This is kind of a magic book that I picked up from the Purples. It makes it tremendously easier to pick up a written language and to read and write in Common. Like, it'll make it go by so fast. And we can all help you out with it. We'd all be happy to do so, but I'd really like it if you give this a shot, please. Also, you can read all the smut books you want."
Artie takes a moment. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I can read. I don't want to, because it's boring. But I can read and write. I'm a freaking king. But thank you for the gesture. I find other things to do, you know?
Then I need you to start pitching in more. I need you to start keeping track of what's going on, because it worries me when you ask who the guy who's trying to kill us is. It worries me when you don't even remember you're wearing a hat. I can get you a notepad. I can get you a notepad that works underwater, bitch. But I worry when you don't focus when it's really important to do so.
I would say that I focus on the right moments.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Well, I will just keep this book around. And I guess I'll also keep this helmet that lets you understand lots of other languages around too.
Oh, hold on. No, wait. You didn't say nothing about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was going to be the reward if you got through the book in like a month.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
You never said. No! You can't take it away!
Sorry.
That's not fair!
Ooh, sorry. I guess you're just gonna have to read some more smut books to get yourself in the habit of actually, like, reading on your own.
This is a piñata all over again. Just because I can't swing fast enough.
I don't even know what that is, bud.
You wouldn't, would you?
No?
God, my sisters suck.
What?
What?
Why does this have to do with your sisters? What?
This is so cruel. How could you do this to me, Jill? Why? He gets on his knees and
Jylliana
grabs
will
her
actually
skirts.
take the helmet
No,
out
why?
of her bag
¿Por
and
qué?
consider it. Wow, it's just so shiny and cool and
It's
useful.
so shiny. ¿Por qué estás haciendo esto? ¿Qué hiciste? Porque yo no quiero. Sí, no.
It's
Nunca me dijiste que
look
me
at
ibas
how
a dar
fancy
algo.
it is.
Gus,
You
porque-
could translate
Sí,
anything.
Ay, pero no quiero.
You could read
hablar.
books
Yo no
in so
quiero
many
leer.
different. Like you could read
No quiero
so much
leer.
smut.
No quiero.
Oh,
fine.
what a
Fine,
shame.
I will read your stupid book. Ah.
You know what? If you read through the whole thing, it turns into a blank book.
Okay.
So that's how I know you're done with it.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah, sure. And also, you're going to read the next smut book without having someone read it aloud to you. I'm going to expect a full report at book club, buddy.
No, not the book report.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to tell me about your favorite scene.
Why would you do this to me specifically?
Would it make you feel any better if I say that I will sit there and listen to you describe the nastiest shit in lurid detail and I will try not to bolt?
Conolingus. Vagina. Wait,
I
no,
already
what's
have
the one
one
that
of
they like?
those.
His member throbbed like a wand.
No. Tell you
I
what,
don't remember.
write down your favorite part. Transcribe it for me. We'll see where you're at in a month, huh?
Do you have a little carving tool or whatever?
Well, if you study that book, it'll help give you some exercises for holding pencils and pens. You're gonna have to learn paper. Ink. Graphite.
Fine.
Okay. Well, I'll just hold on to this cool helmet. This cool, shiny, useful magic helmet.
Like throughout that whole groan, he was slowly melting onto the floor, like sliding off of you.
Amazing.
And thumping.
Yeah, she's definitely like held it up above her head.
I think she could just hold it at waist height. It'd be
No,
fine,
come on.
right? Sorry, I'm being mean.
Well, I mean, he is on the floor at this point.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, you say that and he's got tears in his eyes. Fine. But just so you know, I hated all of my tutors. Is that what you want? Is you want to be a tutor now?
No, your tutors probably hated you too.
I mean, the ones who didn't fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be that kind of tutor.
Damn it.
You might be able to ask Lachlan to do some push-ups for you if you do real good.
I mean, he does that anyways.
Yeah, but maybe I'll ask him if he'll do it in the crop top.
I mean, I could always cut all of his shirts into crop tops.
Oh, don't think I haven't thought about it.
A new plan.
Uh-huh. Okay, so special magic helmet if you do the work.
Fine.
Okay.
I said yes.
Okay,
Give me your stupid book. He snatches it.
thank you, Artie.
I will add the book to your sheet. Here's a quick rundown on how it works. This magical book expedites the study of a language you do not know. You may spend a long rest studying this book. When you do so, consume 1 use of it. There are 20 uses total. After consuming at least 1 use, when you wish to read, write, or speak in this book's language, make an intelligence check. The DC is equal to the number of uses remaining for the book. When all usages of it are complete, you have fully learned the language. You gain the ability to freely read, write, and speak in the language that the book teaches with no check required. Upon the consumption of all charges, this book's magic fades, and it becomes a standard blank book worth 25 gold.
Alrighty.
The item that I am withholding is a Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Which is in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Basic bitch item.
Yeah, it's a basic bitch item that Artie doesn't have. He's like, I want to know what the elves say.
Soon, in 20 long rests, as long as you study every time, you'll find out.
Which, you know, you can do that kind of shorthand just as long as you say that you're doing it, because we got a long trip.
Yeah, but knowing me, I'm gonna roll a dice for it.
Fair enough.
But you don't have to. You only have to roll a dice to try and communicate in it.
Oh no, the dice dictate whether Arturos will do it or not.
So, is there anything else that anyone else would like to do before you leave this evening?
Not before we leave, I don't think.
I'm good.
All right. And it wasn't this evening. It's first thing next morning.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
it's
it was
actually,
first
24
thing
hours.
next morning.
Yeah, does Artie have does Artie meet up with the guard?
Artie goes back to the bar, and if the guard doesn't show up, he finds somebody else.
The guard does in fact show up in the afternoon. This very burly elf.
Sweet. Star swipe.
Yeah. I think you two meet at the bar. They buy you a drink, and then yes, star wipe.
Oh, actually, one thing is, while we're kind of waiting, and now that we have sort of an ETA, Jill will ask Wynn if can you help me out with ascending, actually?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can
I'll
do that.
cast it, but
Yeah.
it's, we should probably give Max an ETA.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he did it in Thieves' Cant, but it would probably be best to honor that until we know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah. What is our roundabout ETA for getting there if we do a drop off at Stormhaven? Well, at my family.
Okay. It's a day back to Stormhaven, then 3 days to the Phlogiston, and then from there to Kofu space. We'd probably ask the captain and Kara. Well, no, we'd ask the captain.
Yeah. So if you go to the captain's cabin and ask her to check the navigation chart, she says, all right, let's see, we have 1 day back to Easel, 3 days to the edge of the sphere. Then, as per our new charts, there'll be 7 days to static space with a 4-day trip through there. That includes a stop-off at Eberron itself.
Which will probably be another day at least. She glances to Jill.
At least another day. Then it's 6 days to Kofu space, plus 2 more to Vesper.
Are we meeting in Vesper?
Yeah, that was where they
It was back in Vesper? He wanted us to meet in Kofu space, but...
Oh, yeah.
It's not Vesper, it's Artemisia, but they're close together. This is just what my chart's saying. Vesper is considered the superior planet to Vesper.
Alright, so that would be 10, 14, 22, approximately 23 or 24 days after, depending on Eberron.
Okay, so I guess we just need to give him 23 to 24 days, and I don't know, whatever else you want to say, no.
I will,
it's fine.
Wynn kind of nods and thinks for a moment.
Or if you want to just sort of give that some time to percolate, and we can just sort of keep moving in the meantime, that's also cool.
I kind of have an idea. for one real quick. Let me do this real quick.
Okay.
I'll say, if you want, you're welcome to think about it between sessions, and we can do it at the top of next
I've already
session.
almost got it. How dare you?
Okay, go for it. I'm definitely not giving myself enough time to do Max's reply because because Lachlan had a system which I used on the fly. Max does not.
Oh, if Artie had sending, he would constantly bother Max with, "Hey, baby."
Oh no, Artie can absolutely not get sending stones.
You up. God.
Yeah, would Artie ever send in full sentences, or would it just be the letter U for the word you?
It would be the letter U.
Good.
It might even be a letter U and the sign for up.
Yeah.
Up arrow.
Then just you'd use a lot of numbers in place of words as well. B4.
Oh, I was so fast at texting with the
God.
Nokia.
Okay, Wynn takes a few minutes and then writes this out for Jill to send to Max. And I will message Anna with what that means.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay. Then Jill will fire up a sending and kind of grit her teeth when she sort of focuses in on Max. There's 3 cups in the cake recipe you're asking about. Give or take a couple teaspoons. Mom's got the easel up for portraits. Sit still.
Alrighty. You send me that through,
Yep,
Mac.
I'm just noting it down over here.
I mean, I got the gist of it, but
And I mean, I don't know if that delivery hits or if I need to do another one, but I feel like Jill sends that off while just sounding really fucking sick of it.
No, you sounded fine.
Jill will probably just start muttering to herself under her breath and then eventually just say out loud, and it's not as though we haven't given him a shot.
Just every now and then interjecting with whatever's going through her head right now.
Yeah.
Grumble, grumble, mumble.
I mean, goodness knows.
So, Jill, there's about a 2 minutes pause, and then you hear Max's voice in your head. It says, "I won't move a muscle. Don't want to upset the painters. When the cake is baked, you can come and pick it up. Thank you."
She will repeat that back to Wynn and shrug and is I assume that means something?
Yeah, he's basically saying he'll wait on us.
Okay, great. You better be fucking grateful. That's all I'm saying. I'm only saying that. It's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
He is saying, however, that he's captured by somebody.
What?
Like someone's holding him hostage.
What?
That's all I got, Jill.
Someone's holding... But... No, you're shitting me. No.
I am not.
No,
that is
no way.
what he implied in his reply.
Motherfucker! Oh, that is so fucking typical. Oh, yeah, no, I can't just be upset. No. He's got to be in trouble. He finally needs
He's a damsel in distress.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. You know what? Fine, we'll rescue him from being kidnapped. We will whisk the prince out of his tower, and then I'm killing him.
And then,
Okay.
And then are you going to revive him so you can kill him again?
Ooh, I like the way you think. I'm gonna make a note of that
All right.
one. Yes, I absolutely
Glad
am.
I'm here.
Thank you. I knew you'd support me in this troubling time.
So, Arturos is off fucking. I imagine you'll be there for a while.
He gets back to the ship on time.
Wonderful. Before dawn the next day. Is there anything else that either of you, Jill and Wynn, would like to do before you leave port?
I talked to Kim about whether she has any food allergies. I described to her my family, what she should expect. I will note they will be a little bit overbearing, but my mom will try not to be. But then she'll also still be overbearing while trying not to be, because she'll keep checking on her to ask if she's okay.
Kimalia seems scared, but also, grateful.
And just do what you feel comfortable with, okay?
Okay. The first thing next morning, Lachlan brings in the last of the supplies that he couldn't get the day before. And before dawn even rises over the city, the Kestrel takes off, and you all head off on the day's trip back to Easheim. Gem Jammer is performed by Annie Creighton, Anna Emmeline, Rio Rios, and Mackenzie Weaver, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our cover art is by Canary Witch, who can be found at canarywitch.carrd.co, and our character design is by Rio Rios, who can be found at rios.com. Our opening and closing music is by Saad Akhtar Ali. For bonus content, such as Jylliana's private diary, behind-the-scenes homebrew stuff, and other features from our other shows, I Will Fight You and Date Me Dammit, our Patreon has it all from only $1 a month at patreon.com/thegemjam. Thank you so very much for listening. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time. So, when there is about I want to say a 2-minute pause.
Oh, I'm the one that does the sending.
Yeah, that's true. You're absolutely right. Let me do that again.